Hello and welcome back to Adventures of WellUmMe, and my camera's autofocus. I stuck it back on because in the last video I think I bumped the focus a little bit and I wanted it to track my face a little bit better this time, but hopefully it's working. But for today's game a day discussion we have something a little bit different. This is going to be a very quick video, I can tell you that much. We have the Game & Watch collection for the Nintendo DS. I got this as part of the Club Nintendo promotions that they had, where you could spend your points to get things. And I can tell you now, the reason why this is a quick video, in these instructions, it goes through each of the games that came on this thing. There are 3 games. It is a collection of 3 of the Game & Watch games that you could buy in the old days. I never owned them. I have glue on the table. I never owned them. It says this is not for resale. But I did get this and I did play them for a good couple of seconds and went, that's a great collection. It's great for, you know, a video game collector's library. That's really it. They are pretty much the exact same as the games that came on the original Game & Watches. It is Oil Panic, Donkey Kong, and Greenhouse. It's more of a conversation piece than anything else. It's just playing those games. It's you know, it's good to see where games came from in terms of like the handheld thing. There is, I think, a second collection of this that you can get that's like a white one, but I think it sells for a lot on eBay, at least for me. When I've been searching it, it's selling for like 100 and something, and I don't really want to spend 100 and something dollars on this, or at least number 2 of this, but I'd love to get a copy of it one day, just to add to the shelf, pretty much. I honestly think that it is one of those great things to just keep a historical record of games and how they've progressed, especially like when you don't have those older games, like the original copies of the older games. And I think like in the future when I've got kids, to show them those type of games, of like, this is what games were at one point, and this is what we've got now, and like the transition that we had. Like these, it's more so before my time, these Game & Watch things. So for me, you looking at it and it's like fun. I was quite young when the Game Boys were coming into existence and popularity, but we got one. I was around 5 when I got one. It was great. Got the Game Boy Pocket. My brother got one as well. We didn't have the original Game Boy, but you know, we grew up in the 90s, and that's all the rage in the 90s was the Game Boy. In terms of me and my friends, at least. That with the Pokemon games, it was great to see that this is what an original like portable kind of handheld game was. To go to the Game Boy, to go to the Game Boy Advance, the DS, the 3DS, we had the Vita and the PSP for Sony, and we've got smartphones with all these games on them now. Like, that's a huge development, and I think that's one thing, like, it's good to see these things. It's good to see them. I would only recommend buying this on like secondhand from someone if you find it cheap, or you're really into collecting like everything for a console. The only reason why I would pick this up is because I find it cheap. I love the collection. I love having, you know, trying to get everything. I'm never going to do that because it's way too expensive, but if I found these things cheap, that's where you'll go for it. It's definitely not worth the money to play them, because it's a couple of seconds of entertainment and that's it. It's not really that great for in comparison to today's gaming, unfortunately. But that's all I really have to say to this. If you find it cheap, pick it up. If not, maybe pass on it. It's not worth spending 100 or something dollars to have this, unless you want a full collection, and this is all you have to get. Yeah, other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button, consider subscribing. Hopefully my face will start tracking properly, because I just can't reach the focus to manually do it while I'm sitting here. because by the time I sit down I'll bump the camera or something. So we've got autofocus tracking. It's terrible. We need to work on that. Anyway, hope you're enjoying Gamer Day. We'll do more variety in the upcoming days. I'm trying to mix it up between what console we talk about each day. So hopefully that's how you like it. If you've got any suggestions, please let me know in the comments down below. Have a great day. Until next time, play some games.